Do you want to know what the most expensive areas or neighborhoods in Charlotte, North Carolina are? I'm going to give you the top 10. Getting started right now. So the top 10 neighborhoods in Charlotte, North Carolina. These are my opinion, not based completely on numbers, but it is just my feel. I am staying in Mecklenburg County. I'm not going out of the county of Charlotte. There are other areas that are also very, very affluent and wealthy and gorgeous, but we're gonna stay just in Charlotte right now. Number 10 on my list, Ballantyne. Ballantyne is located in the southwest portion of Charlotte, Mecklenburg County, right on the borderline of South Carolina. Johnston Road, Major Street, very upscale, very high-end housing. One of the major neighborhoods in this area is the Ballantyne Country Club. Gorgeous homes, lots of new development going on there as far as restaurants and things like that. Right next to Ballantyne is an area called Blakeney, named after the Blakeney Shopping Center. Very similar to the demographic and the affluence of Ballantyne. One of the major neighborhoods in this area is called Piper Glen. Number 9 on the list is the Arboretum area, named after, again, a shopping center. We name all our areas after shopping centers. Arboretum area located right off of Providence Road and Pineville Matthews is a hotbed of high-end real estate. So the Arboretum is just a general overall area, not a specific neighborhood. Some of the neighborhoods that are very popular and very affluent, Providence Plantation is one, Reverdy Glen is one, The Forest is another, Deerfield is a newer neighborhood, also very, very upscale. Very, very beautiful homes. That's the Arboretum area, Providence High School. Number 8 on my list is Plaza Midwood. Plaza Midwood is close to uptown Charlotte and the place is exploding. Plaza Midwood is a little bit more eclectic than the other two neighborhoods I just mentioned. The homes are going to be bungalow style homes. They're smaller, like 3-bed, 2-bath homes, tons of restaurants, tons of bars, very walkable. Big developments coming into the area. These houses, you're not going to get a ton of land. Let's say for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, you're looking about a minimum of about $800,000, $800,000 to 1.2 to 1.5 to $2 million, depending where in Plaza Midwood, but it's an affluent area and it's a booming area. That's number 8 on the list. Number 7 on the list is Dilworth. Dilworth is one of my favorite areas. Dilworth is very close to South End. South End is booming with bars and restaurants and things like that. Dilworth also has bars and restaurants. Main Street here is East Boulevard, but Dilworth has bungalow style homes, small pieces of land. Homes here built in the 1900s, early 1900s. First streetcar neighborhood of Charlotte. Electricity brought in there by Thomas Edison. You know that guy. Dilworth, charming, walkable, smaller homes, small lots of land, very walkable, very, very, very close-knit community. You're going to get a small house, maybe 2,500 square feet. It's going to cost you $1.5 million and up. So Dilworth, very expensive, one of the most affluent, one of the wealthiest, one of the nicest neighborhoods in all of Charlotte. It's a general overall area, but Dilworth, number 7 on my list. My name is Eli Magids and I'm a real estate advisor here in Charlotte, North Carolina and the surrounding areas of South Carolina, specializing in luxury homes, new home construction, and custom home builds. But most importantly, I am your realtor with heart. I'm not trying to sell you a house, but here to help you find a home. and a lifestyle that you and your family are going to love. If you think that you and I are a good fit, my contact information is down below. Back to the countdown. Number 6 on the wealthiest areas of Charlotte and neighborhoods is the area or town of Davidson. Now remember, these are all in Mecklenburg County. We're not leaving the county of Charlotte. Davidson, beautiful, quaint college town. Davidson University, very nice downtown. Very expensive real estate. Some of the most affluent and highest earners live in Davidson. Davidson College, quaint downtown, very, very pretty place to live. College town, lots of artsy stuff going on, very educated and affluent. Some of the neighborhoods here are River Run, Narrow Passage, Davidson Hall. Those are just some of the really nice neighborhoods in Davidson. Davidson is up north near Lake Norman. That's number 6 on my list. Number 5, going back down south, is Cotswold. Cotswold is just outside of the uptown Charlotte limits. It's a little further south than a couple of my other neighborhoods that I'm going to mention coming up. Cotswold, again, perfect location, very affluent. Homes are going to be older, kind of like in Dilworth and in Plaza Midwood. A lot of people are knocking down the old ones, building brand new ones. You're going to get a small home there, probably for $850,000, $900,000. New ones knocked down are going for $2.5 million. So number 5 on my list, very well located, Cotswold. Here we go, number 4. Number 4, Cornelius. We're going back up north, up to Lake Norman. Cornelius, very close to Davidson, but it's a different town. Cornelius also still in Charlotte. The draw to Cornelius is Lake Norman. Very, very expensive real estate up here. Some of the most beautiful homes in the Charlotte metro area are in Cornelius. Standout areas in Cornelius. If you've not been, you have to go down Jeton Road. Oh my goodness, houses there are unbelievable. The Peninsula, another unbelievable neighborhood. Beautiful neighborhoods all around Cornelius. Lake Norman is the major draw. Plenty of shopping there, and it's very close to Davidson, and it's very close to Huntersville to do more shopping as well. So number 4 on my list is the beautiful town of Cornelius, one of the most wealthy areas of all of Charlotte, Mecklenburg County. Number 3, these are not in an order that are to the penny, and they're just my feel, but the general overall area, number 3, is SouthPark. SouthPark is epic. SouthPark is a general overall area, lots of shopping. Phillips Place, SouthPark Mall, we name everything after our malls, but some of the real estate there is unbelievable. One of my favorite neighborhoods in the SouthPark area is Old Foxcroft and Foxcroft. Homes going there for the millions, make your jaw drop. Unbelievable homes. You've got neighborhoods there that are gated, like Morrocroft Estates. If you go a little bit away from the SouthPark area, you're gonna get to Quail Hollow. Everybody knows Quail Hollow if you're a golfer. Seven Eagles, Carmel Estates. There are so many unbelievable neighborhoods in this area. It's impossible for me to name them all. Number 3 is the SouthPark area. SouthPark, easily one of the most expensive areas, general vicinity. Again, it's not one neighborhood. One of the most expensive areas of Charlotte. Number 3. Number 2 is the granddaddy of them all, the oldest neighborhood in Charlotte. Number 2 is Myers Park. Myers Park, built in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Some of the most unbelievable mansions. landscapes, pieces of property, and all of the Charlotte area. A knockdown in Myers Park probably going to cost you about $1 million. Figure you can get into Myers Park something decent for about $1.8 million, going up to 7 or 8 million bucks. Very walkable, green, people out and about. Location is phenomenal, right up next to uptown Charlotte, but the houses are the main draw here. These are some of the most expensive homes in all of Charlotte per square foot. Number 2, Myers Park. Now, number 1 on my list may be controversial because Myers Park might be number 1, but I'm putting number 1 as Eastover. Eastover is right next to Myers Park. I'll tell you, some of the most drop-dead gorgeous homes that I have ever seen. They are very, very, very pricey. Some of them have very large lots. Eastover, if Myers Park is the granddaddy, this neighborhood is the grandson. It's a newer neighborhood, probably by about 20 years or so. The lots are larger. I feel that the lots are grander. The houses are just unreal. Very walkable, very friendly neighborhood. People out and about all the time. Very green, like most of the neighborhoods here in Charlotte. Very green, but this is one of the most expensive, and not the most expensive neighborhood, in my opinion, in Charlotte. Now, if I had a choice, if money were no object, and unfortunately for me, money is an object, but if money were no object, I would choose to live in Eastover. Eastover would be my neighborhood, my area of choice. Number 2, probably Myers Park. Number 3 would be Dilworth. Now that was all the affluent and most expensive areas in Charlotte, but there is more. Right outside of Charlotte, there are multiple counties, multiple neighborhoods that are also very, very affluent, very, very pretty, and some of the most expensive real estate in Charlotte, but it's outside of the Charlotte city lines. We're keeping this one in Charlotte. We'll do another video on the suburban areas of Charlotte. If you think that you and I are a good fit, please feel free to reach out. My contact information is down below. Thank you so much for watching, and until we see each other again, next time.